Hello, it's me, French Ted, and we are here for episode number 14, I believe, of our NWA series. Let's make NWA great again, and we're just diving straight into it. No pre-show, none of that shit. We are here for the main NWA Power Show for week 3 in January, and we're kicking off with not only a debut, but a loss for the debutante. So in a bout that had decent wrestling and not much heat, it is the Bestia Fight Club of Alex Kane and Mr. Tom taking on Mr. No Days Off, Fred Rosser, and the debuting big motherfucker, Paul Penn. And I didn't choose this, but Paul Penn didn't even eat the pin. Paul Penn didn't eat the pin. That's a tongue twister. Where Alex Kane gets the win in just under 14 minutes by pinning Fred Rosser with the mark of Kane. Looking at the numbers here, I mean, yeah, Alex Kane really showing why he's a, up and coming main eventer, and why the rest of them aren't really going to get used much. Paul Penn's debut as the old school heel gimmick came across as adequate, fair enough. Alex Kane really stood out, which is good. Paul Penn, we're going to see what we can do with him. He's probably going to be pre-show fodder from now on, but I just wanted to throw him in a match, and I wanted the Bestia Fight Club to get a win under their belt. 53 though, not bad, definitely carried by Alex Kane, but win's a win, and 53 is not too bad for an opener. So let's just keep going, let's get this ball rolling, because we've got a big announcement in today's episode, well, in this show. Spoiler, but following on from this, Nick Aldis is here again. He is back. He has confirmed that he is now cleared to compete and wants his title rematch tonight. Although Alicia has some bad news and tells him that Matt Cardona's not here tonight. He's taking the night off. So you can't have your match tonight because, he's not here. And Nick's like, well, that's ridiculous. I'm here. I'm in my gear. I'm ready to go. What are we going to do about it? And in steps Josh Alexander, good friend of Matt Cardona. Matt Cardona, the one who brought Josh Alexander into the NWA. And Josh Alexander says, you've got your gear, you want a match? Let's do it. So the main event is set. Nick Aldis will be taking on Josh Alexander in what should be a pretty good main event. So that is our main event for tonight. Nick Aldis doing really good without a script work here. So that's good to see. Definitely pushing for that rematch against Matt Cardona, and Josh Alexander is going to be one hell of a test for Nick Aldis, I'd say. I mean, Nick Aldis has got a few people breathing down his neck now. QT Marshall's been teasing. Alex Kane as well says that he should be getting a world's title shot. Matt Cardona as well teasing the life out of him. So yeah, everyone's kind of seeing Nick as kind of the litmus test. But let's see if Josh Alexander can overcome that. Following on from this though, we do have another debut. Whoa, where are they all coming from? And it is the debut of Gianna Daddio as she takes on Deonna Purrazzo. And in a bout that had good heat and decent wrestling, Gianna Daddio gets the win. She defeats Deonna Purrazzo in 10 minutes with the guillotine choke. A very highly contested match here. Gianna with a 51, Deonna with a 52. And Gianna debuts her Punk gimmick. We didn't do this for Paul Penn, but we're going to do it here. Penalised for losing to comedy. That's fine. Never going to happen. And got a rating of great. Awesome. Got the crowd hotter as well. 56-2. That's a really good result here. Our women's division, I think, is kind of killing it, like low-key. But yeah, great win for Gianna. Unfortunately, Deonna was the one that had to suffer loss, but I wanted to put her against someone that I knew was good in the ring just to see how they did. And low 50s is great for both. Once their pop increase, I mean, Gianna's got quite good pop, so she's definitely needing to improve in ring, whereas Deonna, I think, is needing to improve her pop. So yeah, they can maybe balance each other out, who knows. But yeah, great win for Gianna and a great debut. What's coming up next though, before our main event of Nick Aldis and Josh Alexander, is good old Triple J, Jeff Jarret and Jay Lethal. Oh my god, I nearly forgot his name then. Come out because they have got a big announcement for the end of the month. Triple J come out 77. Oh, and they announced a new special NWA event created by yours truly, NWA Lucky Draw. Now, the reason why it's called Lucky Draw is because it's incredibly lucky for those that get drawn, but it's incredibly unlucky for our champions. That's right, Triple J will be competing at NWA Lucky Draw, as will every single champion in the NWA. That means 9 title matches on one show. Call me crazy, that's fine. And the way that you get a title match at Lucky Draw is you get drawn. We will have a huge spin the wheel with every member of the roster on it, excluding champions, of course. And one by one, we will decide who will be competing for each title at the start of NWA Lucky Draw. So yeah, going to be completely random. I have already got a wheel spinning generator saved and ready to go. So we will spin the wheel before we go into the Lucky Draw event. So we'll both be going into the event completely blind, not knowing who's facing who. And then I will go ahead and book that show. So yeah, I thought I'd just mix it up. You know, there's a few champions and people that I'm either not keen on or I just kind of don't really have any ideas for. So I feel like leaving it completely up to chance and random could be a success story, or it could bite me in the arse. So either way, we'll find out. But the next episode, because obviously this one has got week 3 and week 4 January, next episode is a special event, NWA Lucky Draw. And with that, let's head into our main event. But first, we do have a little backstage segment. The camera crew have picked up a discussion between 2 people that fought earlier on tonight. And it is Gianna Daddio and Diona Perazzo. And Diona says, welcome to NWA, you know, awesome fighting you, been a big fan of you for a while. Thinking we'd be a pretty good team, you know, Diona kind of rolls off the tongue, so what do you say? And Gianna just says, I've just got here, let's play it by ear and see what happens. But it was lovely being in the ring with you, Diona. And then Diona says, you too, Gianna. See you around. They do like a little wink or something. So it looks like Diona wants to team with Gianna. And I don't know about you, but I'm kind of down for that. 73 as well. Whoa! Gianna Daddio, clearly a great promo, so we're going to keep doing that as well. And this now takes us into that main event that was made earlier tonight. Nick Aldis wanted a title match, but Matt Cardona has the night off. So he is taking on Josh Alexander, who stepped up and said, you want a match? I will never say no to that. So yeah, let's dive straight into it. Who's your money on, guys? Let me know. 63, not terrible, not the best though. But in a bout that had great wrestling and good heat, it's Josh Alexander that gets the win. He defeats Nick Aldis. Oh, what is this going to do to Nick? The man that wants a world's title match, losing against Josh Alexander in 14:37 by pinfall with the TKO. Josh Alexander with a 61, Nick Aldis with a 59. Got the crowd buzzing. Wow, that's a big loss for Nick Aldis. I mean, Josh Alexander is an incredible wrestler. Let's just point that out. But Nick Aldis, obviously, you know, he's made a big case as to why he should be, you know, the face of NWA, and loses to Josh Alexander. That sucks for him. But yeah, let's finish the show and see what happens. Not what happens, what the result is. 64, I'll take that. As we've said before, anything above 60 is a mwah, chef's kiss, so I will take that indeed. So yeah, we got a great debut from Gianna Daddio, an okay debut, well actually not an okay debut, a debut from Paul Penn, a big win for Josh Alexander, the teasing of a Gianna team, and of course the announcement of NWA Lucky Draw, which I'm very excited for, because obviously I can't really pre-plan because I don't know what's going to happen until we record the spin the wheel malarkey. But yeah, let's cut it here and let's jump straight to our week 4 show. Yeah, I'll see you guys on the other side. Okay, we are back for the final show ahead of NWA Lucky Draw, which I'm very, excited about, and I hope you guys are too. We've got 2 title matches on today's card. Macy Estrella just wanted to have a title match because she's that kind of guy. And Roderick Strong, as we know, is #1 contender to Bestia. So we gave him a choice. We said you have your title match tonight, or you face whoever is the champion after Lucky Draw. And Roderick Strong said there is no time like the present. Give me my match. So that is our main event tonight. Bestia 666 looking to defend his title against Roderick Strong. But first, we have a pre-show match. And it is the makeshift teams of Colby Carino, Paul Penn, and Kip Sabian making his debut, taking on Sean Maluta, Kerry Morton, and Speedball Mike Bailey. In a pre-show match that had decent wrestling, 52, but not much heat. It is the team of Colby, Paul, and Kip who defeat Sean Maluta, Kerry Morton, and Mike Bailey in 14:27 when Kip Sabian pins Kerry Morton, of all people, with a springboard drop kick. Mike Bailey head and shoulders above everyone else, and Paul Penn obviously being the weak link, but he will get better. He's already gone up by 1 since the last match, so yeah, looking at the numbers, Kip with a 45, not bad. Paul Penn 19, Colby 51, okay. Mike Bailey 68, awesome. Kerry 43, Sean Maluta 35. Mike Bailey came out of the match looking good. I mean, Mike Bailey's awesome. Just need to find something for him. I mean, who knows? He might get a title match at Lucky Draw. Any of these men might get a title match. Imagine Matt Cardona versus Paul Penn. Who knows? But yeah, that is our, let's just recap the gimmick change. Sorry, Super Bad, Kip Sabian. 52, that's our only pre-show match. Let's head straight into the main show where we kick off with the women's television title match. And in a bout that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, of course, Macy Estrella gets the win. She defeats Steph DeLanda in 14 minutes with the armbar, making this the 3rd defense of Macy Estrella's women's television title. Macy with a 63, amazing. Steph with a 47, pretty good, and a 59 rating overall, which I'm very, very happy about. Got the show off to a strong start. Nice, nice, nice. Following on from this though, Macy is celebrating when Pretty Empowered come out and surround the ring. Amanda Rose, microphone in hand, says, "Macy, congratulations on your defense, but we're not done with you. And at Lucky Draw, there are 4 of us. That means that we have 4 times the chance to be drawn against you. And you best believe that if one of us gets that opportunity, the rest of us are going to make sure that they win. So we'll see you on Sunday, Macy." So yeah, nice little promo there from Amanda Rose, essentially saying that if any of these 4 women get that opportunity against Macy, it's definitely going to be, you know, the odds stacked against Macy Estrella in that match. But Macy's not scared. She won't back down. If anything, she wants that to happen because she wants to make Pretty Empowered pretty embarrassed once again. Nice 64 rated promo. Amanda Rose, great on the mic. Macy Estrella, awesome. Love that. Following on from this though, we head backstage and Nick Aldis is not happy after, you know, losing to Josh Alexander, which isn't ideal. He's also pretty pissed off about the NWA Lucky Draw show. And he confronts both Jeff Jarret and Jay Lethal about it and just saying, "This is ridiculous. People should earn title opportunities. They should not be randomly assigned contenders. I should be in a title match against Matt Cardona, not someone random. It's not fair. What are you going to do about it?" And Jeff Jarrett says, "You know what, Nick? I'm not going to do anything about it because Lucky Draw is going to be fun. And who knows, you might be drawn against Matt Cardona. You might be drawn against QT Marshall. You might be drawn against Bestia should he win tonight. You might even be in a tag team match, Nick. Either way, there's a chance that you might come out as a champion. So how about you pipe down, little boy, and sit down like the rest of everyone is, okay?" So Jeff Jarrett really kind of, you know, getting the one over on Nick, and Nick kind of embarrassing himself, let's be honest. As Jeff Jarrett said, there is every chance. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 men's matches. 2 of them being tag team matches. I don't think Nick Aldis would qualify for the junior heavyweight But still, that's 5 opportunities for Nick Aldis to potentially have a belt round his waist by the end of Sunday. So, you know, chill out, bro. Might not be the world's heavyweight, but you could be the next national heavyweight, the next TV champ. A world tag team champion was someone you maybe didn't think you'd be the champion with. So, just chill your beans, mate. And, yeah, let's just move on. We've got a singles match here. It's the return of Moose taking on Matt Sydal. And in About the Had Good Wrestling, decent reaction from the crowd. Of course, Moose gets the win. He destroys Matt Sydal in 12 minutes with the lights out. Moose with a 51 and Matt Sydal with a 59, getting the crowd hotter, which we love to see. Really building up for that main event title match. 59 again. Loving those 59 ratings. Win, win, win. And yeah, not much to say about this. Moose is back. He's not happy. He's never happy. Matt Sydal puts up a really good fight, but in the end, Moose does come out on top. And then just before our main event, we have a word from Black Glove Management, who are our United States Tag Team Champions. And Aaron Stevens is just not very happy. He's a little bit wary and cautious. And I realise that's meant to be Marche Rocket, not Marshall Von Erich. So completely ignore that. I'm not going to edit it because I think it's funnier that way. But this is meant to be Marche Rocket, not Marshall Von Erich. But yeah, Aaron Stevens is wary and cautious over the lucky draw match. He said anyone in the NWA could be drawn against us, so we need to be prepared for anything and anyone. You know, it's pretty much as simple as that. Sean Spears, you know, didn't do very well without a script. He was probably a bit confused as to why Marshall turned up instead of Marche. But yeah, just, you know, they're a bit cautious of this match, and I do have some news regarding Black Glove Management, but I think I'm going to wait till the end of Lucky Draw to tell you about that. So yeah, a little bit of news. You can get excited over it or annoyed by it. Who knows? But yeah, little, you know, fuck up here, but that's fine. I think that makes it more fun, let's be honest. But following this, though, we do have the main event. It is Bestia 666 looking to defend his title against #1 contender Roderick Strong, in which I hope is going to be a really good match. So let's not waste any more time and get straight into it. Title match main event. Let's go. 70. Woo! I will take that. In a bout that had superb wrestling, my favourite word, and a decent reaction from the crowd, it is Bestia 666 that defeats Roderick Strong in 15 minutes 30 with the La Valaguesa. Bestia makes defense #1 of his NWA television title with a 70 rated performance. Roderick Strong with a 55 got the crowd buzzing to end the show, and end the show it did. Here we go. 66 rating. I will take that any day of the week. Really helping with that push towards getting to medium, because the second we get to medium, that's when the fun happens. I mean, it'll get a bit more serious because we're going to have to maintain those ratings, but that's when we can start bringing in bigger names, you know, just doing more wild things and really pushing the NWA brand to where it should be. But that is it for this one. We've got 2 great title defenses in today's show. And obviously we got the major fuck up of Marshall instead of Marche. God. But yeah, next episode is NWA Lucky Draw. As I said, we will open the show with the spin the wheel stuff, where we will go through all 9. We'll spin the wheel 9 times. You know, 6 times for men, 3 times for women. Actually more than that, because we've got to do the tag teams as well. So 6, 7, 8 times for men, and 4 times for women. That does mean that tag teams are split, so we could get random teams. For example, we could get, I don't know, Nick Aldis and Fred Rosser could become a tag team. Who knows? But yeah, so we're going to go through that to decide everyone's opponents before the event, and then we will dive straight into the event and see what happens in those matches. I'm tempted to not pick a winner for any of the matches as well, just to see what happens. But either way, that is it for this one, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. You know the roster. Let me know what random people you would like to see have a title match at lucky draw. And as always, I will see you in the next one.